Well, here's the construction entrance to the newly built chicken hotel. This is a pretty fancy setup. Nothing but the best was spared for this here chicken palace. So what we have here is chickens. I don't know which ones are male and I don't know which ones are female. I'm hoping most of them are female because that's what I paid for. But I guess there's a science, but not an exact science, of chicken sexing. And honestly, it's not a job title that I would prefer to have. But now that I think about it, being a chicken sexer would be pretty cool to put on a business card. This is our hound dog, or sheepdog, chicken dog. I have a bad feeling that he probably wants to eat the chickens more than help them, and I'm not going to find out the hard way how that goes. The back end of this thing, it's got a drip edge. This ain't anything fancy. By it's me that made it. So this is our nest box, and as you notice, this is just an open tunnel design. I don't know if it's right. I just made it up. We had chickens at another place we lived at, and this is just what we made off of that. I sealed this door up. It's got a ventilation window in there. It's just some hardware cloth, 1/2 inch. Oh, there's some chickens. But anyway, this is once again, you're going to be. I know you're amazed by my filmography. I graduated from. Well, I didn't really graduate, but if I had graduated from the school of filmatography, then that's why the fingers get in the way and stuff like that. If I had graduated from that, this would be way better. In fact, I remember this guy used to work for us at another company I used to work at. I want to just put plastic on there, keep rain out, and for the time being, we've got a little light set up in there for probably another week. This is the first couple days they've been out. A couple perches are built, and we just have some wood bedding down in there. Hanging feeder, and then water with some nipples. Those are our guard dogs. And so if anybody jumps in our neighbor's yard, they're going to get eaten, and it makes me feel safe. But then we've got, that's a anti-freeze, so this winter, that's the only heat that I will put in this coop is the heat for the water. But if you go outside in the winter time, you will notice there's birds out there. They don't need heat lamps, they don't need nothing. Now were just hatched in February, and this is their first week out. It's fairly early in the year, so they are going to need a little bit of supplemental heat. But they're getting pretty close to where I'm not going to need any for them. As you can see, I feed them only the best. My rotten food scraps, and earlier they were fighting over some wieners. They love wieners. I'm hoping these are hens, but they really like the bar S wieners. Slightly burnt and slightly kept too long in the refrigerator. Now I got this really fancy door locking mechanism here. So when you open the door to the gate, that just goes in there, hooks into this. This is something proprietary that I made. I think I'm going to patent it. It's called I'm going to call it the WIRE welded mesh hooker. The fancy sign. That sign keeps the sheepdog out of the chicken coop from eating the chicken and throwing it up on her floor when the coop is closed up at night. Anyway, so there she is. She's a thing of beauty. Mostly made out of redwood and a little bit of hardware cloth, a cattle panel that's been bent, and some old, I think that's soffit or something from an actual construction site. I probably should have taken it out of the dumpster and then off of the building, but the stuff on the building was in a lot better shape. All right, well, that is my hen house, and I haven't been arrested for it yet, and hopefully they'll take this trash and turn this into delicious food. Now, one last thing. Let's see. See that fatty right there, and there's the butt end of the other fatty. Those are Cornish cross. Those things are not bred for beauty, as you can tell, but they are bred to grow. And they probably 3 times the size of the other chickens, and they snore. I swear they got sleep apnea. They're like little Job the Hutt chickens. They are disgusting, and if you let them, they will lay down all day long, put their head in the feed bowl, and just eat without moving an inch. But I mean, look at those legs, man. They are delicious, or will be delicious. All right, well, have a good night.